In this video, I'm going to be showing you the Spigen GLAStR Slim premium screen protector for the iPhone X. One of the things that differentiate this tempered glass screen protector from others is that it does a full cover of the screen. It doesn't have a slot or a cutout for the notch. The prior screen guard that I used on my iPhone X had that cutout, and I really didn't like it. It made controlling apps that would require touching the screen along that that edge between the notch and the screen area fiddly. It wouldn't work very well. So I look forward to seeing how this screen guard works. So do a little bit of an unboxing. I'll show you the contents and show you how the final result looks like when I have the guard put on. I won't be doing that on camera, as I won't be able to align it very easily if I'm trying to pay attention to the camera at the same time as doing it. So let's open this packaging up. Got the side of the package open. We'll look at what's inside. This packaging is supposed to include 2 screen guards. So here's everything. You have some cleaning wipes, microfiber cloth for wiping the screen off. Here are the instructions on installation. And if there's any problem, I guess I have a warranty or whatnot. And here are the guards themselves. Now, the end result of any screen protector is only going to be as good as the prep work that you do beforehand. So it's very, very important that you have an immaculately clean screen, completely dust-free, when you're doing your installation. Otherwise, any particulates that end up underneath the screen guard are going to be visible or leave bubbles or other little minor visual anomalies. So anyway, here's the guard. You see it has a little black outline around the very rim. This is the front part. The only cutout in this basically is for the earpiece. Otherwise it's a full cover. So you're going to start with I'm going to start with using the cleaning wipe, then the microfiber cloth, and then these dust removal stickers. Be using those to make sure that any errant dust particles are gone. So that'll be the final step before I lay the guard down. And each guard is going to have has 2 little lips here to help with alignment, so that way you do it right. So I'll cut back in once I've have the screen guard in, and so you can see how the phone looks with it on. So here I am roughly a day later, and the screen guard is installed. All of the random air bubbles and whatnot have worked their way out of the screen, and it's looking great. It looks really, really good. I did get a couple of dust particles trapped, unfortunately, because I had to stop laying down my screen guard partway into laying it down. Here's my second screen guard. Here it is. This white is the backing, this is the front of the screen guard, and it has a black border on the glass itself. So as I was laying it down, I noticed that I really didn't have quite enough light to see what I was doing properly. And I went to another location, and probably somewhere during that time, I think the back of the screen guard may have picked up some dust, because I know when I laid it down I had the screen immaculate. But it is what it is. It looks great as long as I don't mind that little dust dot there. It's good. Initially, when I laid down the screen guard, after I laid it down, it looked a little bit scary because I had quite a few dots from air bubbles, and all around the rim it was like a slight grayish color, you know, because it just didn't lay down right. It had a bunch of trapped air bubbles and various spots and whatnot. So a lot of people might overreact or get worried when laying down if they don't get the screen just right or whatnot. But don't worry, all the bubbles will work out of your screen naturally. Although you want to first start by trying to rub them out a little bit. So if you see any air bubbles, you'll want to press down on the air bubble and then rub in the direction towards the outside edge of the screen. Don't want to put too much pressure, but you'll want to rub towards the edge to help start it working out a bit. And do that on and off over time until until they work themselves out on their own. It took a bit over half a day for the majority of the bubbles to work them out on their way out of the screen. And overnight, they were basically gone by then. It was all good. So the only thing remaining is just a little dot over here, which I don't think you can really make it on camera. And one that's even finer that I can't really even see during normal use. I lay this down pretty evenly, except the hole over here, a little bit to the side. I mean, I didn't quite center it 100%. Even the other location I went to didn't have as much light as would have been ideal to really line it up as well as I could have. But overall, I'm loving the aesthetic with the phone, with the screen guard in, because it basically looks like the phone without the screen guard. I mean, it doesn't have it's wider than the other screen guard that I used. It doesn't have a cutout around the notch. It's whole screen covering. It doesn't affect the Face ID in any way or the forward-facing camera, so that functions perfectly. Here, I'm going to unlock it now really quick. Alrighty. I swiped the wrong way. Alright. Tap it to turn it on, flip it, and there we go. So all that works well. The Force Touch is not affected in any way, having a screen guard on here, the tempered glass screen guard. So that works perfectly. And also, I don't have that functionality issue with using this screen guard because it's a whole screen guard and it doesn't stop where the notch is, which was giving me it was a little temperamental using apps that went to the edge that I had to press like right over there, right where the screen meets the sensor bar. So it's so much nicer having the screen guard versus the other one. And one other benefit too of this screen guard over the other screen guard I was using is this appears to be a little less, the screen is more visible in direct sunlight than it was with the other screen guard. The other screen guard, you'd have a hard time seeing the screen at all if you were in bright direct sunlight. And I went out today, it was fairly sunny, I made sure the sun was right behind me, and I could see the screen fine. It's still better having no screen guard at all, but this was pretty good. I mean, at least it was usable. I could see the screen and I could read text and whatnot in direct sunlight without an issue. With my prior screen guard, it was hard to impossible under the same conditions. So that might be because I think this might be ever so slightly thinner than the other one. I'm not sure, but I definitely recommend this over the other one. The other one laid down cleaner. It didn't have as many air bubble issues when I laid the other one down, so that was a little bit less painful, but this is fine. Once you lay it down, whatever bubbles are in there will work themselves out over half a day to a day. And another, let me show you on camera here. I don't know how well you can see this, but I mean, this is really incredibly thin. So this has full 9H hardness, an oilophobic coating, a strong silicone adhesive, edge-to-edge display. It is case friendly. Again, a quick run over of the procedures is you use the wet nap to fully clean your device, then the fiber followed by the yellow cloth to dry it out, and then you use your stickers here, the dust removal, as one last step. Run it over the whole, apply it, remove, apply, remove, to make sure any errant pieces of dust are removed from the screen, and then immediately get your screen guard, move the back off, center it over here, be in a really good light situation so you can see what you're doing. You can do it with the case on. It might even be easier for you to align it leaving your case on. But make sure that you line up the hole, so get a good visual on the earpiece hole to make sure that's centered, and lay it down evenly and like drop it down. Then tap the middle, let the adhesive spread out, and then whatever air bubbles are trapped, lightly work out towards the edge. And then just wait for it. Don't keep working on it too much. It'll eventually, any air bubbles will eventually dissipate over time. You know, definitely within less than a day, half a day to a day. So anyway, I really like the screen guard. Highly recommend it. 2 thumbs up. A link to this product will be in my product description, as well as a link to my other review of the other screen guard I used. And if you're wondering what case this is a Spigen case. You can also look at a review of this case as well. I'll put a link in my description for that as well. So thank you for watching. Please hit that like button if you found it helpful. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. Thank you for watching.